Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for stopping by Casks-n-Que, where whiskey and barbecue meet. I'm your host, Justin Lloyd, and today we're going to do some peach and honey glazed baby back ribs. Be sure and stick around. Hey, thanks for sticking around. Before we start, if you don't mind, go ahead and like, subscribe, and smash that bell. It's going to notify you anytime I upload new content, and it helps out this small channel tremendously. So let's get the grill going. All right, here's some baby back ribs. We're gonna keep it real simple today. We are going to get this out of the cryovac, take our paper towel, blot up some of that juice, remove the rack. All right, there's not much to do with these guys. There's some stragglers there we need to cut off. We'll go ahead and remove this membrane. Best way to do that is to take a knife or a spoon and start kind of working under one of those bones, about like that, and you'll kind of get some lift. There we go, we'll just use that. Grab a paper towel. I just use the one that I cleaned off the rib rack with, so it's a little wet, but we'll make do. Hey, look at that, coming off quite easily. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a gash right there, so let's even that out a little bit. These bones are pretty crooked, as you can see. They all kind of slant this way. It's not a big deal, but presentation-wise, if we were a competition, that would be a big deal. For our rub today, we're gonna roll with Charcoal Cowboy's Sweet Heat. This was gifted to me by my friend Hans Oliver with Edgewood Solutions. He's a digital marketing guy. I'm gonna leave his website in the description box below. Go check him out. Let's get this rack of ribs rubbed up. And it's got a real pretty color on this rub. I really enjoyed their products so far. Charcoal Cowboys Barbecue. I'll put a link to their stuff in the description box below. You don't have to go real heavy on the back side of these ribs, but I like to maximize flavor. So sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. Flip her over. Same thing here. I'm not using a binder today. These ribs have enough moisture already, and that's gonna help that rub adhere. Okay, we're gonna let that sweat in for about 15 minutes while the fire gets going, and we'll be right back. So I've let these ribs sit for about 15 minutes. As you can see, the moisture has really started to draw out of the ribs, and the rub has really started to adhere to that rack. So let's go ahead and get it on the smoker. When we put these on the grill, we like to make sure that you kind of push them together so that it keeps a nice even shape. There we go. We'll be back in about an hour. All right, these ribs have been on for about an hour, so I suspect it's time for a spritz. What I have here is some apple cider vinegar and water mixture, and we're just gonna hit those ribs with a light spritz to make sure they don't dry out. As you can see, there's a little bit of a dry spot right there, so we'll just make sure to spritz that on up. Take care of that, no problem. The color is great on these things, and the smell is fantastic. We're starting to get a little bit of pullback on the bone right there. That's an indicator that the cook is moving along just as we want. And I think I might apply some more rub. I want these things to be packed with flavor. We'll be back in probably about another hour. All right guys, those ribs are ready to be wrapped. So we have 2 sheets of heavy duty aluminum foil. We're gonna take the ribs out and lay down some honey and some brown sugar, and let those guys kind of marinate in that for a while we put them back on the smoker. Then we're gonna hit them with the final peach glaze, and it's gonna be delicious. Got those guys off the smoker. This is the time when you wanna pull off those little burnt pieces. That's the bone marrow that kind of just leaks out of the bone there. Kind of gross when you think about it. You don't have to mess with that stuff, but I just kind of like to pick off what I can. Okay, looks good to me. We're gonna lay down this brown sugar. Then we're gonna come in with some honey from Quitman, Arkansas. Good enough. A little bit of Yingling beer. Just set that rack right there. Looking good. Now some people will put butter right here. You can. I just don't have any. So we're gonna skip that today. And this is that short foil, which I can't stand, so I'm gonna have to do one of these things where I kind of fold it over, fold that end over, get one more piece of foil, just cover the top like that, and this just goes right back on the smoker. All right, guys, it is time to hit these ribs with some glaze. Let's take them off the smoker here. Oh, it smells wonderful. That aroma is something else. As you can see, we got plenty of pullback on the bones, so we're gonna flip these guys over. Then we are gonna take some peach preserves. Just kind of drizzle them over the top there. Don't be shy. Oh gosh, that smells so good. The smokiness with the peach, a little bit of sweet heat barbecue rub. And next we're coming in with some more honey. Don't be shy. This is gonna be fantastic. So our next step is just to hit it with some barbecue sauce that I had left over. Use whatever you like. Don't go crazy with the sauce. Just a little bit of barbecue flavor is all you want. Okay, that's good enough. And we'll get our foil boat kind of back in order here. And we're gonna leave them open so that that nice glaze that we just applied gets some smokiness to it. It kind of gets tacky and sweet and spicy and delicious. It's gonna be amazing. So let's get these guys back on the smoker. It is time to get these baby backs off the smoker. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is a thing of beauty. Look at that. Okay, first things first. We got a lot of juice in here, so we're gonna have to carefully remove this rack from the foil boat. Get this out. Man, that looks awesome. You can really tell that this is a peach glaze. The aroma, you got that barbecue sauce mixed with the peach, and the honey's coming off of there too, along with the subtle smoke. It smells amazing. Since these ribs are a little crooked, let's cut into them from the backside here. Why don't we start right here? Man, those look meaty, tender. Look at that, just juicy. Let's take a bite. Off camera, of course. Oh man, oh my goodness. Perfect bite through. That cowboy rub, man, provides a little bit of heat. Y'all, this is straight up meat candy. You gotta give this a shot. It's easy, inexpensive, doesn't take a whole lot of time. This took only, I don't know, about 4 hours, but you can just throw it on the smoker and go do some other stuff and tend to it about every hour and you'll be good. Hey, if you like what we're doing here, go ahead and like, subscribe, and smash that bell for me. It's gonna notify you when we upload a new video, and it helps us out a lot, and we certainly appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by Casks-n-Que, where whiskey and barbecue meet. We'll see you next time.